you know, preamble. Plus, this game loads like there's no tomorrow. So we're back. We're back. I was called away from Unity earlier to play a different Ubisoft game, For Honor. It seems as though it's rampant with clans now, and little buddies that were just like running around trying to gank people with lame tactics, so that wasn't exceedingly fun. So we're back to we're back to prime jank in Assassin's Creed Unity, this game. As someone who's played video games for about 27 years at this point, I've played some jank. I've played some stuff that would give people nightmares. I'm not going to name names on recent games, but yeah, people these days don't know what it was like to play the original NES system and to be playing cartridge games that you thought you were going to be having a good time when it was essentially as difficult as an arcade game. Like, most people would not get through the first level because they were so hard, and that was the point. But not hard in a Dark Souls or Bloodborne way, hard in a like, oh, this game's just broken. It's just broken. Enjoy. And here we are. Sorry, I just needed a decent vape hit before we get started. Right, now, already this mission's like, you need to be 2 crystals, or whatever that means. And there's these different assassination missions, so I can only assume that if I do those... No? Okay, so that's the start of the Madame Tussauds thing. And this one? 2. And this one? 1. Okay. Was I supposed to like run around all the districts and just like guess? Let's grab this chest real quick. People already... Oh, the French are having a fight with the English. Ah, like the good old days of yore. Heresy it is then! Brother! Yes, green is my favourite colour. And on... Wait, hold on. What's the, like, red house mean? Does that mean, like, someone's trying to... Oh, social club, not renovated. Okay. Green is my favourite colour. I love green. She loves green. That means money, Mary Jane and margaritas. The way it seems the streets be looking at me like a preacher. Now... Did you just say mon coeur? He just called me a coeur. There's also more shades of green than there are any other colour, which is why people get so confused between greens and blues. And in Japan, they quite often use the word blue instead of green. Now, let's see if I can get myself down from it without breaking my legs. What do you know, I can. Look at that little stumble. I've done that before, in a video that I won't talk about. Now, do I have to step? There we go. 500 francs, so that wasn't a big deal, was it? Why did it teleport me 3 spaces from the door? Oh, there are contracts that you can do here. Okay, do they have difficulty levels? 1, 2. Ketchup. Catsup. Ketchup. Catsup. Of course they're all the way on the top floor. Why wouldn't they be? What's this? Gear loadout? No, I mean... A dull cavalry saber is what I have, okay. Right. Let's see what's cracking with this then. band of thugs are extorting common citizens by charging a payment simply to cross a bridge. Eliminate their captains on each bridge. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. I guess, like, after everyone got so addicted to the shanties and the pirate games, they were like, well, we gotta have them sing somehow, right? Oh, it's just on the floor. Nice. Favorite type of chest. Excuse me, madame, what is a cockade? Oh, she dropped him. I accidentally made her drop him. What are these guys throwing? Just meat that disappears into the ground. Oh, my favourite. Disappearing ground meat.
I don't commend your bravery. I'm sorry.
I don't commend your bravery. He's like, all love is because my cheeks make me look like a beaver. Right, so conveniently. Oh, look at him sharpening his axe. I wonder who he's going to use that on. Probably no one. He's just going to hold it in a group out in the streets to look menacing. So where is the Le Capitaine? Yeah, I found him. Oh, he's over there. Okay. Let me guess, no easy way across. Perfect. I picked the wrong side of the street. Fuck it, do it. Oh, you won't. Jump, coward, you won't. Right, okay, so a little bit of that, a little bit of this. Let's see if there's an exterior window I can just sneak in and boppity boo. Ah, what do you know? Perfect, there is a balcony. Don't mind me, ladies and gents. Oh, of course, the dock. The door is closed. Perfect. No windows open. No easy way in. But that means no easy way out for him. Oh, it just says kill the criminals, or what if oh wait, no, those criminals, right, okay. Right, well, they're busy doing that. I'm just gonna casually bop in here real quick. See ya. See ya. I totally pressed circle, but okay, cool. We're just okay. We're having one of these games, are we? Any idea how annoying that was? 378, 280, 239. Well, we'll just do them in closest order by proximity. I probably should have mugged them. Well, I say mugged, looted them, I murdered them. Well, actually, to be honest, it's kind of hilarious. You push a sword, like, clean through people's chests in this, and then they roll around on the floor, like... I know we're supposed to believe, like, oh, people survive gunshot wounds. It's like, yeah, because it's like a small thing going through you exceedingly fast, so, like, your body has less time to react. Having, like, a really thick cavalry saber push through your lung is something you don't just roll around in afterwards. You, like, choke to death on your own blood. Right. Same as before, cavalcade of dickheads looking after their captain. Logical move. Crawl around like this. Scarper about like some kind of squirrel person. Excellent. Now, I bought the blend ability. Oh great, those two... Oh. Let's make this quick. Throw the bomb, please. Thank you. What is this guy doing up here? Fantastic. I love watching the crowd stick out. Away we go. Yep, step on the chairs, all that. Call me Midnight Rover Show. Up you go, mate. Nice haughty little bonus for myself. Now, technically, because I'm all the way up here, I should be able... Oh, okay, there's a range on it, of course there is. Oh wow, there's like dock workers down there. Now that's something they didn't technically have to do. Hello, gents. Right, those chaps are distracting that guard. Hey, what's poppin'? How we doing? Oh no, they ended up stabbing that guy. Oh, that's the last thing we needed. Now they're looking at me. Oh, great. You don't have to come over here and cave my face in, but I'm just gonna do that, and I'm just gonna piss off. I'm sorry guys, but I really don't have time for it. Oh my days. If he baits himself out that bad, I'm just disappointed in him. Oh no, it's most certainly a disappointment. Right, now use our Scanneroni abilities. Oh, he's not here apparently. Up, there he is. Fantastic. Right. Is there some way... that I can get this guy easily? That's the question. Because I keep making things difficult for myself. It's quite the problem. And what I'm aiming to do is to stop messing up all the time. Because, like, wow, she's floating around. As robust as the gameplay mechanics are in this in comparison to the previous ones, they're still exceedingly jank. But there is a part of me that just wants to jump over their smoke bomb and then kill the guy and run. So... Oh yeah, don't mind assassinating him, just batter him to death. No, wait, did that guy just try and kill? Oh nice, save. Oh. Okay, well the game's just behaving awfully weird, so I'm out. See ya. Going over here. I'm a table jumper, you know me. My favourite thing about mantling random objects is the way he pauses for a moment like, what am I doing? Why am I behaving like some kind of chipmunk person? Into the tree, mate. Oh, okay, just right onto their table, standard. The free running was... oh god, please leave me alone. I just really want to get to the other side of this section of the city. Again, he could have just stayed running forwards, but instead it's like, no, he has to jump on every single object possible. If he doesn't, would he not be an assassin?
Excuse me.
See you, mate. I love just hearing someone getting stabbed to death in the background. It's ever so soothing. Right. Of course, he's going to be in that building, isn't he?
Oh, quelle agilité!
I wish I knew what she was saying. Again, no such luck.
Where's your money? We control all the bridges. You've got no choice. Oh, no, you don't. Pay up.
Interesting.
All right, you.
Let's see what we can do about this.
Keep 'em moving. More money.
Oh, he's all the way over there. Oh, for fuck me. If I knew he was going to be all the way out there, I could have killed him when he was walking along. Oh my god, not that guy. Oh dear. What? I'm looking at this gentleman. Please, just focus on killing him. There we go. I'm out. You know what, if we're going to play that game, I'll see you guys later. Oh fucking hell, it's like every single time you want to run, there's some pillock in your way. Right, back to what I was attempting beforehand. Happens to be at the end of the street. I just wish there was like the... I remember there was a thing where you could like run and hold circle. I think it was in 2, and you like crowd weave properly, but in this it's just like, yeah, push everyone out of the way, fuck it. Just be a detestable car running around, pushing people out of the way. Meanwhile, all the villagers, I guess, is the easiest way to put it, all the townsfolk are just teleporting into the game half the time.
I read the tarot for powerful friends, and now
Nut
some
job.
believe I influence those friends, and they wish me harm. I have seen my enemies in a dream. Come with me and I will sense their presence.
This is like someone's mum trying to sound like a witch. Like, if you just took some rando with no acting experience and was like, try and sound like an old-timey witch, and they're like, I will sense their presence.
You, citizen, don't have long to live.
Look, if you're a diviner, don't just go around telling people they're gonna die.
That your husband is having an affair.
I beg your pardon?
In my dream, one of the murderers was from the country. Yes, a farmer of sorts.
This woman is a nut job.
Dangerous. I feel an evil presence.
Why is he...
Yes, he is somewhere nearby. I am sure of it. That's him.
You better be right about this, you crazy kook. Don't mind me, I'm just blending.
Oh, Jesus. Someone's gonna pay for this.
Lenormand.
Efficiently done.
Again though, for some reason, right, all of the people in the street speak French. The overtly French characters speak with French accents, and yet people you interact with, like Madame Tussaud, are speaking with English accents. It confuses the shit out of me. Like, why did they bother hiring, well, like, using all the French people that they used if they were just gonna not bother for the people that you talk to? They could speak English, just in a French accent. Like, it confuses the shit out of me.
Just to the east. Oh, wait. East or north? He's not clear. Possibly south?
Il a passé l'âge de jouer de la sorte.
Get over here, you runt! I've got a bloody message for you! Hey,
If you fucking start with me right now.
My dream.
what got into you? Come on, love. I'll have to head up a pint so.
See you, Vicar. Yes, boys. Get involved, lads. I teleported backwards and stabbed that dude. That's some next level skills. Come on, lads. Keep him busy whilst I pretend I'm the person in the crowd that's all freaking out right now. I don't care if someone stole something from you, random person. Oh wait, oh my god, it just went from broad daylight to back to raining to... Oh my god.
That a man in the legal profession wishes me harm. A lawyer. Oh, he said some
From what I can tell, this... Let's just stop for a minute. From what I can tell, this crazy lady who believes that she's, you know, a soothsayer of sorts through tarot and divination, has essentially just made me kill a random farmer. No explanation to that other than a dream. Then has made me kill what is essentially not like a police officer, but like a, you know, person who kind of acts like one. So probably someone who's been sent by someone she's jilted out of their money, right? And now she wants me to top a lawyer. Now I really think that she's just having me on and making me take out her enemies for a laugh.
Still, someone lurks about here with murderous intent. There.
What? That's on the other side of the building. Oh, I see. Well, let's just put a stop to this gen first. Nice hat, mate. Although, to be honest, it's the French Revolution. A lot of people are going to be pointlessly killed, so, I mean, if I'm going to get paid for doing it... Heresy it is, then.
He's joined the choir invisible.
That dude that just teleported him, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. When they're really late. When the popping happens at the end of the street or something, like that guy on the right that just came in. And this kind of shit, when people just start running, they wouldn't know anyone was dead on the street.
A shyster, a bandit.
They clearly got 75% of the way through figuring out how to do the crowds properly and then just abandoned the code. The code of the crowds in this game is an orphan left in a room alone.
My dream.
But the man from your dream was the farmer. Yeah, chaps, what's good? Good night. I like how that guy didn't react. He's my favourite so far.
I thank you, my friend. Come to me for a reading of the tarot. You have an interesting future, I am certain.
Have you ever tried talking normally, lady? Just a thought. you know, you have an interesting future, I'm certain, rather than like, you have an interesting future, I'm certain. Ooh, absolutely batshit. So, okay, there's more going on here, but it's not devilishly tricky. Companion mission. Interesting. Well, wait, again, did that have blue ones listed? No, it didn't. It had that weird scripty thing, which was that one, but that was the difficulty 3. Although, to be honest, like, as you level up, you kind of pick your skills, so really, if you just abuse the same skills a lot, and you're good at abusing said skills, technically you could do the entire game at level 1, really. It would just take a long time.
Hello, Anna.
Hi. I don't know you, but what's up? That wasn't over-exaggerated at all.
I foresaw your return. These cards, the cross and the lady, invoke Notre Dame Cathedral. Continuing with the religious theme, monks. And this card, it is clear to me that an order of monks is after mystical power. They hope to find Nicolas Flamel's water of life in his long-lost laboratory somewhere here in Paris. This card, the key, they have found part of the mechanism that will unlock Flamel's door. You must go to Notre Dame and recover that mechanism.
Oh, right, those mechanisms were the things that we needed to get into the Cult of Baphomet's, like, little secret downstairs thingy thing. So at least they're, like, vaguely connected. Yeah, alright, leave it out, chaps, I'm kind of busy. Wait, is there a... yeah. I'm out. See ya. Perfect. Slack boat. Don't mind me, people, just robbing. Because everybody has a mortar and pestle and a brass, like, pouring jug in all of their chests. And a book. A large book on the right. I wonder how many times they're going to send me back to do stuff with this very same cult. Oh, I have to get in. Wonderful. It's like I've been in Notre Dame 3 times already. The thingy thing's probably all the way up there. Right, let's go around. Oops. Don't mind me, mate. I'm just walking up behind you. Just walking up behind you. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm fine. This monk doesn't have the part. The Book of Eleazar. Alchemical Annotations by Nicholas Flamel. It's Flamel, but still, Flamel sounds like flannel. Oh, you're kidding me. There's like all these monks. Fantastic. Oh, great. See, now if it was me, I would climb up the pillar, but...
I cannot agree.
Oh, oh. No, there's gunshots over there. You should go and check that out. Don't look at me. Someone is going ham. It better not be the one that I let walk away. Yeah, I know there's a... Well, he just said Flamel, so... Oh my days. We're really gonna play this game? Seriously, stop telling me about the book? What is the game doing? Alright, let's go see if we can yoink it out of this guy's pocket. Oh, hi boys. You didn't see me. Yep, you didn't see me. It's all good. It's all good. Was it going to be this guy instead? Why is he golden?
This rusty bit of metal must be part of the mechanism that Mademoiselle Lenormand was talking about.
I like the tense, like the pensive music. The music is good. Because I hate coming in here and I hope I never come here again. Let me just see if I can yoink this thingy bob. Unless... Of course, it's on the roof. Silly me. Yeah, really nice string work. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, there's nothing better than when you stifle jumping a bunch of times. Why do I feel like all the revelers are... Oh my god, there are cannons at the entrance to the Notre Dame Cathedral. Yep, just bump through all the people. Biggity bump, 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 bump. Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's a sad man. That guy is walking sideways. Oh god, leave me alone. I'm busy. Great gods, fantastic. Ignore me. I only got one of the parts. There are two, I know, because I found the entrance by accident whilst trying to do a different mission. Oh, she has black goats. She's definitely be tripping.
Ah, you have recovered part of the mechanism, as I knew you would. Keep it. It is you who will unlock the secret.
The secret? She's mental. I said X to continue, not X to... Oh my god, this game's, like, contextual commands are broken as well. What isn't broken in this game? Like, genuinely, what isn't broken? Someone tell me. Right. What's that? Solve the murder in the monastery. I did want to go do that. While I'm here, I'll grab that chest.
Make this easier on yourself. Tell me who you're protecting.
It's that very same street that we always keep going down with the two butchers and the woman selling cocards. Oh wow, the music's just staying about. Is it like a running thing? If I stop running, will it go away? No, okay. We're just stuck with the music. Cool. Contextual music cues also broken. Good to know. Stairs in here, or am I climbing up? Climbing. Thanks. Thanks, wheelwright. I guess cart road. I mean, that is where the term comes from. This is a banger, though. I'd love to hear someone remix this. Right, so off to this monastery business. Oh, cool. So instead of pressing left trigger exit, you can just press right trigger and circle and he'll flip out the window. That cough sounded suspicious. What have you got? COVID? I'm really fully checked out these murder mysteries. Although, wait, is that a different one? Then what's this one? Wait, rewards question mark 0 of what? What? Okay, it doesn't matter who you talk to apparently. Yeah, I know. We tried to do one earlier.
Something kind of creepy about monks. Closed up like that in a big building. Sometimes that's hard on people. Better check out the monastery here on the island, though.
Okay, what if I don't want it, but alright. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be this thing where we do all these like murder mysteries and we keep going back to this one guy that's got this dude in prison, and at the end he'll be like, oh yeah, and by the way, my name's Sherlock Holmes. And then, like, you know, see you guys. Every time I think he's going to jump down, he defies gravity and jumps in a straight line. It is amazing. Trajectory means nothing to this man. Have you not seen the way he leaps from rooftop to rooftop? By God, he's part mountain goat, part cat. As much as I want to investigate, I can see that there's two of those doobly dudes to pick up over there, so... Okay, alright, it's time to chill so I can find these things. Alright, so there's one up. What, like, if you're doing collectibles, isn't it a touch odd to do, like, yeah, just full, dude. That's what I want you to do. To just have one down there and one up there, like, right next to each other, when everything else is, oh, you alright, chaps?
Il est en forme, ça promet.
Shut up, you frog. Yeah, I vanished by walking in a straight line. Sickest technique I ever learned. Yeah, no, I want you to go upwards, Arno. Have you ever considered that before? Oh, or you could just phase through the ferns, that's cool too. Whatever's good for you, bro. Again, I wasn't even holding sprint. He's like... Also, people just keep their shit all over the floor in France, huh? really? You guys are all just having a nap in the middle of the day with a dead dude on the floor. Whatever. It's not my place to judge. I don't need to review it. I'm looking at the corpse. I don't even have any fucking clues. Oh, right. Oh, there it is. I got to stand directly on his head. There we go. No. Strangled with a strand of rosary beads. So... We're having a wild time. For the people that are joining, I'm investigating a murder. And the contextual controls are absolute garbage, so it's going really well. Clenched in the monk's dead fist is a crumpled bit of paper, apparently torn from a diary. It reads, "Guilty. I have poisoned them. He claimed it was God's will that I do so because of the prediction, but I cannot escape my guilt. I am a murderer. I must confess everything right this minute before..." The note is unfinished. Oh, what's up, Garrick? How you doing, man? Templara wanted to get involved, but it turns out they play it on PC. I hope you like the name of the stream. I did that for you.
Dear Lord, Friars Stanislas, Bernard, and even the respected Friar Benoit, and then Friar Jean, all dead.
You're telling me 4 people have been murdered?
All understanding. 3 monks survived, praise God, but I dare not think. Is it possible that the murderer is one of them? Ah, ridiculous. Which of them would be capable of such an atrocity?
Brother Sanguinius, all of them are capable of atrocity. It's heresy!
But I dare not think.
Oh, you play on PS4? Okay, good to know. Well, my name's up there, Brutal Burwood. It's my PlayStation handle because someone took Letavix, which is a shame because I have that on all social media platforms. If you Google it, you find like 2 or 3 pages of just me over the many years. Oh, what's up, Templar? How you doing? Property of Friar Hall. Dude, 13 clues. Do you... I clearly never did this when I played the game before. I somehow also managed to do all the social clubs, all the sites, and all that without, like, barely playing the game. I think we just ran around collecting trophies. That's my only guess, because this game was even jankier when it first came out. But, it was fantastic seeing people walk in and having no face. That was great.
So much happened. First, the death of the elder monks. Friar Jean served them wine, and they immediately became very tired. They went to bed and couldn't be roused. I ran to the doctor. When I came back, what did I find? They were all dead. And there's Friar Jean, strangled at his desk.
Dude, you're rubbing your hands together like you're the world's first crackhead. Is that underneath me, or is that just failing to work properly? Okay. Let's see what this person's up to.
Saw a monk right over there, starting a fire he was.
Oh, of course.
A fire, here in the vineyard.
Saw a monk right over there.
Let him get on out of there, and he ran off.
There's a trophy. Oh yes, the balcony one. Yeah, I did notice that. I have yet to have Arno's doodad. Balcony. Partially burnt diary. Poisoned the cask of wine, but I served it. If he knew that I am about to confess, he would not hesitate to murder me himself. Oh, curse the day of the predictions of Nostradamus ever came into Oliver's possession. He is quite mad, and he has driven me to madness, but I am conveniently, I could only read that page. Never mind picking up the book and reading the rest. Or, you know, fucking look for the guy's name somewhere in it. Where are the other 5 clues? Ah. Safe. Got you. Interesting name, but got you.
I am very worried about Friar Honoré. He and Friar Jean were quite close.
To be honest,
I fear Jean's murder has affected
I don't like
Honoré's
Edward
sanity.
Kenway at all as a character. And Ezio's thing's nice, but I like Green a lot.
I am very worried about Friar Honoré.
I didn't say anything about accusing that guy. I'm still trying to figure out how to collect all the info and figure out who's who. Plus, it's irregularly warm tonight, and I'm exceedingly discomforted by it.
God's will cannot be understood by mortal man. We search and pray and do the best we can. Small hints can be discerned, say, in the writings of prophets. I believe Nostradamus is one.
Something tells me it's that guy. Yeah, I got that, Garrick. I will be on that. Actually, why not? It will pause the stream, but can't help it. Add you to the legion of my friends. There we go. Sorted. You have been added, my man. Well, I say man, you can be whatever gender you are, but that's fine. Right. There's still 3 more clues. I really just want to accuse this dude for mentioning Nostradamus, and the book mentioned Nostradamus, but I feel like that's a little too hasty. That's a wild painting to have in a friary, I guess is the correct term. Like, check that out. That's like death itself just shaking hands with this woman with a crazy hat on. Oh, no, I remember you. What about here? Oh god, just stop with the jumping. All I wanted to do was get off the wall.
What do you want? Talk. I don't know.
There's nothing of interest here. As Mimir would say in Too Human, nothing of import detected. You know what? I want to know where the other 3 clues are. It's probably the 3 dudes in the beds, isn't it? Like, now that I think about it, that would be the logical conclusion. Oh my god, this guy is like a spider monkey. The lion disowns you for this unfaithful inaction. Wow. The devil makes work for idle hands. It is heresy, brother! Can I talk to this? Yeah, I can. There we go. Oh, they're all dead. Oh, when he said 3 remains, I thought these dudes were asleep. Also, if they died because of wine, why does it look like they all had chest bursters? Did someone put xenomorphs in the wine? Right then, that's all that. Well then... I'm gonna stick to my gut. I'm gonna accuse the dude that talked about Nostradamus. He's trying to be coy. He thinks he knows. He thinks he knows these things. I do believe it was Nostradamus. You, son. You. You specifically.
God's will cannot be understood by mortal man.
I hope he points his hand out and goes like it's what's it called?
To die in their sleep. Jean was victim of fratricide.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Was it murder to fulfill a prophecy?
Are you quite done pointing around, mate? Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. Come on, the suspense is killing me. I want to see a terribly done cutscene where he's like, actually, no, it was brother blah blah blah. Shows what you know about murder. And it's like, well, how did you know? And he's like, we definitely didn't work on it together, if that's what you're trying to say. The load times in this game are killer.
It's all coming true, I tell you. Even this.
Wait, you're telling me there's no cutscene? So what, if I got it wrong, had it just told me I got it wrong? When you said they didn't finish this game, Garrick, I didn't think you meant it was like this bad.
9 times out of 10 you're right. Go ahead.
Oh, maximum bonus awarded. A wooden hammer. Whoop-dee-doo. I even got a trophy because that's the first murder mystery I've actually ever done. Wait a minute. I gotta find out. If a wooden hammer is a heavy weapon, I don't believe... Yeah, oh my days, I can kill people with a pickaxe? I've got to go and kill someone with a pickaxe. I've got to. I've just got to. Look at this. This is ridiculous. Oh my god, it's Minecraft on PCP. You, sir. You too. Right, let's go. I hate French. Right, right, that's... Wait, what's up there? You wanna cut? You wanna Oh my dear lord, this is ridiculous. I'm over the moon. Killing people with a pickaxe. Wow, they went all out. Here I was thinking Freedom Cry was brutal because you had a machete. And look at the effort on that, like, sheath of sorts, like the little belts. Wow, this is it. This is it. I'm a railway prospector now. I'm a fucking. I'm like. Oh man. Oh man, that. Wow, I wasn't prepared for that. Oh, now it's just telling me where all the little online missiones are. What's the difference between a standard mission and a companion mission? From the word companion, I would have assumed that meant, you know, I had a companion. Is there more to do with this? Of course. Also, just how much do I have to do before I'm like, you know, a 2-diamond assassin or whatever? Well, I pressed tackle, but the game had none of it. Oh, this is it. They call me the Emerald Pick. I mass murder people with my pickaxe. Companion missions give you a lot of money. Interesting. It's a shame I don't need any. You see how slow he runs here? That's because the game's failing to let you run quick. See what happens the moment you pick up speed? People teleport in. People do all that. The occlusive texture mapping in this is brutal. I'm pretty... like that was a shining example. Whoa. Well, Rogue Remastered blows this out of the water. I'm really glad that I went back to... Oh, yeah.
Who dabbles in alchemy. I suspect that it is he who possesses the other part of the missing mechanism. I advise you to go to his house on the Ile Saint-Louis and steal it. Yes, steal it.
As a Taoist, pointing the finger at alchemists is somewhat troublesome to me, woman, but you do not know of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. You do not know of the things of which you speak! Anyway. It's her. Yeah, she's fucking diabolical, mate. She's just the town crazy woman. Also, she can't get words out of her mouth without talking like this. Oh, I think it's him because... Like, she sounds like a cross between a parrot and a person. Find Marinia. Oh, yeah, we got floating people again. Also, his name's not Denis, it's Dennis, alright? We're out here anglicising all the Franco-English words we got popping off in this game. All in the name of, I can't remember anything about Warhammer, dude. I'm trying my best. The God Emperor. Yes, in the name of the Emperor. Deep penetrating strike. Deep defensive deep space. Today we will not die, brothers. No, it is our enemies who will die. Our brothers have been battling in deep space. Bold. Like, I absolutely love Space Marines. That is like the best YouTube poop of 40k ever made in the history of man. Wall eject, for the love of Christ. Oh god, the climbing in this. 1 minute it's like really OP and it does everything for you. The next second he gets confused at a corner. No, it is the enemy who will die. Oh, this is completely the wrong fucking... I got confused and went to sequence 3, god damn. And I'm officially too hot. Oh, hello. I killed that guy like 6 times earlier, and that one over there, 7. They just keep coming back. Do a little spin, yep, and a jump, yep. Hop, skip, and a jump. Doop-de-doop. Okay, that wasn't just me, that just happened. Yes, the old chimney ricochet, I do it all the time. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I read that the Emperor and the 1,000 of the Custodian Guard went up against 100,000 orcs to save his sons, and they killed them all with only the loss of 3 custodies. Wow. I mean, on one hand, history is written by the victors. On the other hand, the Space Marines are the greatest force in space. And when you think about it, a bunch of dudes that go through like a super soldier process in order to become like absolute killing machines and are trained to do it have no excuses why they couldn't defeat sentient fungi. Because really, that's all orcs are. Like mushrooms with a thought process, and even then they're definitely the dumbest race in the entirety of 40k. I mean, however, after the analysis of orc ships and whatnot, they had no way of explaining how their ships fly, so essentially an orc ship is somewhat like a technological bumblebee and is just being propelled by well wishes. So I guess in a way there is like a hint of mysticism about orcs, but really they are just mushroom men. An old assassin den. Well, it's definitely not going to be a cafe theatre, but it's a lot easier for me to just continue to move in a straight line. I mean, we've all played Assassin's Creed. Would you rather run around every street or just climb over everything. When I was younger, I originally collected Dark Templar. Then I changed to the Dark Angels. And I have about 20 Space Wolves that I haven't painted at the moment. I've always had a soft spot for the Tau, because I am Taoist, and the concept that the Great War is for peace is pretty noble. Warhammer 40k Assassin's Creed would be interesting. That new Kill Team game that they're working on, the you'll probably remember better than I can. I can never remember the name of it. It's like, is it like Dark Legion or something? I can't remember what it's called. Oh, wrong button. I can't remember what it's called. But it looks like it could be interesting. The one where you're... I want to say Imperial Guardsman. Yeah, I think you're Imperial Guardsman, but it's like... it's like Vermintide 2, but... Yeah, Black Legion. Close enough. Dark Legion, Black Legion. I was close. But I really wish they'd focus on stuff like Militarum Tempestus or like Adeptus Mechanicus and stuff. I feel like it's always like Guardsmen and Space Marines, like as if they're the only two. Fire Warrior was a sick game. Oh, it's the Death Corps of Krieg. Well, I suppose Death Corps, but yeah, Death Corps of Krieg. Right. Oh, okay. That would make sense. It's just like when I looked up, I could have sworn it just said you're like Imperial Guard or something, and I was like, no, I'm pretty sure from the video those are the Death Corps of Krieg. Do I have to kick this guy's ass up this fucking tab, man? I used to climb. Get up there. Do you know what it's like doing 6A handholds? It's a pain. Oh, Arno, you're such a letdown. Oh no, truly. Truly. Thank you. It only took 4 passes, but you got there eventually, dude. Is it the pickaxe holding you down? Is that what you're going to blame it on? I'm also glad that Blood Bowl's making a return, and that they're like redoing teams and stuff. Blood Bowl 2 is a fantastic game. It does softlock and blue screen a lot, just abruptly, which is a pain. But then they did an update and it's far less likely to do that, but that was years ago. I played Dwarves because they're broken. They're like broken good. Punch people to death. Yeah, Darktide. Darktide looks good. That's essentially Games Workshop's mantra. I mean, I think I first started collecting Warhammer in like 1998, and 2 times since then they've seemed like no one was buying their shit anymore, and it was going really pear-shaped. And then all of a sudden, like, they brought at least one thing out that did really well, and then they take that money and they bring out like 10 things inside of a year, and they like start production on a bunch of games and stuff. And it's a really strange way of doing stuff. But they are a monopoly. Oh fuck's sake, I didn't mean to do that, I meant to jump down. What is it? It's at least over 1,000. I know that they've done like so many legal battles to crush people that make like custom parts and everything. Like they won't allow anyone to make like models to do with their shit. They're like really militant about that. Also, they were lucky to because they actually acquired the licensing rights to Lord of the Rings like way before they did the models for the films. They actually did them like quite a while back. The original ones look like dog shit. Have I ever played the original Chaos Gate? No. I played the RT. Maybe was it an RTS? Because there was like a PC RTS Warhammer game I used to play forever ago. Like a really long time ago, like maybe even before the year 2000 or around the year 2000. No, I don't think Chaos Gate was RTS, was it? Oh, it was? Yeah, then maybe. Maybe I did. It was either Chaos Gate or Black Legion. But back then I used to play random stuff like Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate 2 and had no idea what I was doing. The first computer I ever built, I was about 10, and it was in 2001. I built it so I could play Diablo 2. Which really just consisted of taking a stolen compact PC from an office, cracking it open and putting a bunch of RAM chips in it. And that kind of solved that problem. I've already completely forgotten what the fuck I'm doing. I'm searching for some dickhead's house, aren't I? Wait, Jesus Christ, this whole search area is where I'm looking. Yeah, no, that was a fantastic game. I love that. I also played Dawn of War and Dawn of War 2. From what I've heard, Dawn of War 3 is atrocious. But I haven't played it, so I can't really voice an opinion. That's something that I hold true to as a games designer and a long-time game player. I think voicing your opinions based on what other people say just makes you a tool. Oh, I mean, I should probably just go towards the big, like, red area, right? That usually solves the problem. Oh, hi, guys. Actually, you know what? I keep, like, not fight. You know, get jerked. Wow, I loved it. I loved failing to... Yeah, here we go. Pickaxe time, baby. Dealt with. I was mining for gold, and unfortunately I found your kneecap first. They're coming out with the new Chaos Gates, and it's based around the Grey Knights. Sick, dude. People with, like, giant swords on their arm are awfully cool. If anybody remembers Digimon, I can't remember the name of that one that, like, had the big wrist blade, like Angel Wargreymon or whatever. That's what that used to remind me of when I was a kid, and I used to like Digimon. But yeah, Grey Knights are badass. I mean, whoa! Check out the underground peep dems.
Sir, the order of monks we spoke about. It appears they may have obtained...
Yeah, no, it was, yeah. Basic... Oh, okay. Oh, you know what? It's pickaxe time. Didn't mean to press triangle because I'm getting confused with my buttons. Okay, dude. Like, give it a rest. It's pickaxe time, okay? the spin. I feel like the game manages to perfectly time the attacks of other people, so you're mid-animation. You get, like, no chance to get 2 hits in. Like that time, no flash whatsoever. Oh dear. Gruesome. Lovely. Give me all your monies. Wait, can I... Oh, it's just floor joking. I was kind of hoping I could crush their head. Well, to be fair, I don't look it. I often get mistaken for someone who's like 18 to 21, but I am old as sin. Yes, I've been around for many, many genera. I have lived in many forms, but this is the one in which I currently reside. Plus, I mean, my mum worked in IT when I was younger, so she told me how to use HTTP when I was like 7. So yeah, I first went on the internet in 1998, and trust me, it was the fucking Wild West back then. So those types of things age you awfully quick. I wanna... Oh, of course, I was actually supposed to be looking up. What, a 40? No, I'm 30. I'm 30, and fortunately, recently I've been rapidly aging. My skin's good, but my hair's going awfully grey, and I'm really looking forward to it, because if I can crack on with it, I can get some proper Geralt of Rivia looks going. Okay, I'm not doing that. He's doing it. I don't know why he did 2 circles that time. Let's read the book. You know what? I'm going to come out of crouched mode because he just has a straight up seizure. Yeah, and you would think, like, I would stop getting hit on by young girls as well as MILFs, but unfortunately that's not the case. So, yeah, I'm just in this grey area. I did see the Nightmare of the Wolf movie. That shit was sick. It was made by a Korean animation studio. I'll go sneeze. It was made by a Korean animation studio, and I was convinced it was the people that did the Castlevania stuff, because like the animation was so close, but it turns out it wasn't, and they did something else that I've forgotten but I have watched. Shouts out to Netflix for just pumping money into more and more anime. A considerable amount of stuff on Netflix that looks like it's going to be trash is actually really good. Like Knights of Sidonia wasn't bad, and Kagista of the Insect Cage has terrible animation but a nice story. And I think Ajin, or whatever it was called, the one about like the weird demon people, that was pretty sick too.
This rusty bit of metal
Again,
must be
though, I'm
part of the
biased. I'm
mechanism that
quite a fan of
Mademoiselle
anime.
was talking about.
Well,
this
I'm not a
completes the
seinen.
mechanism.
I'm a fan of seinen. I don't watch shonen battle manga. That stuff was for when I was a kid, like Dragon Ball Z and like Naruto for when I was a teen. But yeah, no, I don't do Bleach or One Piece or anything like that. Like, shouts out to people that enjoy that, but if you want to watch like 600 episodes of just fighting and shit and really crappy plot, like, knock yourself out. I'm more into like shorter anime that have like a really condensed plot. Shouts out to Death Note though. Death Note got a lot of people like into anime, but then like in a pretentious way. So I like didn't watch it for a couple years, and that next thing you know, I'm watching it and I'm like, this is like one of the best detective series I've ever seen. It just happens to have death gods in it. As for like things that I love, Akagi. If you have Crunchyroll, check out Akagi. It's a really fucking crazy anime about a 15-year-old kid that's like a mahjong prodigy. And it goes from like sensible to batshit in a very short period of time. And then if you like Akagi, check out Kaiji Ultimate Survivor. It's about a dude that takes on his friend's debts, and they're like, well, here's a really good way to get rid of those debts. Go on this ship, and there's all these people that will like gamble to get money and all this, and the guy's like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then next thing you know, it's it wasn't a good idea to go on that ship, and that's always good. I really like the work that they're doing on like the what do you call it, you know, the person that did the Ultramarines thing. There was like a fan project and it was astounding. That was really good, but you can immediately tell that Citadel or whoever it is, the technically Games Workshop, sorry, were like, oh shit, we need to hire a bunch of CGI people, because next thing you know, like every few months there was like, oh, look at this, and it's like a completely pointless, arbitrary teaser trailer with like the craziest CGI that they totally didn't need to make. And I love it, because fan projects are always going to like blow, you know, normie stuff out of the water. Like, people who are dedicated to 40k are dedicated to 40k. On the flip side, though, I didn't like the look of the Leshen in the Nightmare of the Wolf anime, because that was my favourite thing about Leshens in The Witcher 3. The way they had, like, skulls and all sorts of different bits of tree on them. It made them look more menacing. Yeah, Games Workshop really is ruining it, yeah. Oh, also, but like, I don't know if you actively paint models and stuff, but Duncan, whatever his name was, the guy that did the painting videos, like, left. and now does his own videos, and whenever they do their like paint tutorial stuff, the people just aren't the same. It's just not the same as Duncan. Shouts out to Duncan. I'm really I'm really interested to see what they do with Age of Sigmar. I love Age of Sigmar. I like it as a period of time, like between fantasy and 40k, and having like an exceedingly magical and kind of like ethereal vibe to it. I would love to see like a really cool thing about Stormcast Eternals. Like, obviously I am biased because those are who I collect, but I collect them because I love paladins. I'm a big guy for like paladins. Anyone in chunky armor that just decimates everybody in their way, I think is really cool. And the Stormcast Eternals and the way they basically get, they're like mythical space marines. Baltimore, right, I'm gonna have to check that out. I will, I'll write a sticky note about that now. Oh, there you go. I actually have a model here of... Goddamn, I can't remember her name. I've got like one of the novels to do with her, because I had the Mortal Realms subscription. And then, after they stopped, like, when they started running out of stock, I sold stuff on eBay and actually made money off of it, which was pretty good. Because, you know, it's better than having a pile of shame. And then, unfortunately, they changed the way you receive money on eBay, so I, like, didn't get my money for, like, a month after I sold it, which was ridiculous. But yeah, Baltimore, I'll check that out. And I'm definitely going to have to run through the Emperor, if the Emperor had a text-to-speech device, because it's fucking hilarious. All he does is talk about lore. Oh, well then that's great. It's the same reason I watch Varty video, and he talks about Dark Souls lore, even though I've watched someone play through 1, 2, and 3. I'm never going to bother playing it. I've platinumed Bloodborne, because I'm a hardcore mofo, and I will be getting Sekiro soon. My partner's Japanese, so we've been doing Tsushima recently. Before that, we were doing Neo, just because of the yokai aspect of it.
The second part of the device.
Christ alive, I'm warm.
The necessary pieces. Return.
Where's my Volvic mineral water?
Take the final step.
Yeah, no, like... That's the difference between 40k and Star Wars. 40k has expanded stuff, like, that's been worked on by people, and Star Wars had the expanded universe, which meant so much, and had all these great ideas, and explained all the characters and all that stuff. Alright, I've got that. I'm jotting that down too. My ex-missus that I left in, like, February, her dad was really big into the Blood Angels, and oh god, this pen's dead. I nicked that pen from a fucking psych ward. Behemoth. And yet, the pen that I'm now using is a Barclays Bank pen from like 10 years ago, and it works fine. By Eliphas. Excellent, thanks for that. I will check that out. I can't remember what it was called, but it was something called like Black Watch or something like that, is what my ex's dad told me to check out. And it was like an 1.5 hour long film, recanting like part of one of the tales from Warhammer, and they filmed the entire thing using character models from like Dawn of War 2 and a filter, but it actually looked like a good film. Like the way they angled it and did everything was done really well. And I was speechless. Like, the effort that some rando put into animating that and doing it for I can't even imagine how long it took them to do it. I also love how we're playing Assassin's Creed and yet all I'm talking about is 40k. But yes, the thing is, Space Marines obviously use the drop pod system to like drop in and fuck stuff up. That is essentially like a normal everyday thing for the Stormcast Eternals. That's like how they exist. They get teleported into shit by Sigmar, and the only way they can get out is if they fight their way to another warp gate to return. And then if they don't return, if they get killed, they just get reforged into another body anyway. So it's like the ultimate way of living. Like, you go somewhere, you fuck everything up in your path, and you might get back home. If you don't, you get a new body. However, each warrior that Sigmar chooses to form into a Stormcast Eternal is chosen due to their devotion to Sigmar, or their devotion to a skill, like hunting, or like sword fighting, or something. So the problem is, each time you get reforged, you actually lose a fragment of what makes you human. So if you keep dying, you essentially just become like a machine devoted to whatever you're good at. And everybody obviously likes to do the whole gold and blue theme, which is, you know, just a reverse of the Ultramarines blue and yellow. And I love how they changed Ultramarine blue to Macragge blue, because obviously they decided to give them like a planet that they're from and all that kind of bollocks. But I paint my Stormcast with a gold and deep green theme, which is the Gyron Guard theme. They're the only unit that has green in them. But also, they watch over the city of Gryran, which is like a foresty city that's in between two realms, because there's like a gate in the center of it. So one side of it is like dwarvish and stone and shit, and the other side is all elvish and or Sylvaneth, like it's all woody. And I just thought that was nifty. Like, I just thought that was a cool idea. Imagine like a world that's like two worlds like smashed into each other. Jerk. And yeah, I just thought it was nice, because I'm one of those losers that when it comes to my paint schemes, I want to paint those people that way because I like them as a character. You like the Reichs. I hope you don't mean like, you know, those Reichs. I hope we're not talking about the Third Reich. Hey, stop beating up women in this house, you fucking psycho. There go your kneecaps, boy. I also like how murdering that guy counted as a vanish. I don't like that you can't pick up bodies in this game. I find that really odd.
The nation won't mourn the likes of you, bloody animal.
Find Jean Lassard. I tried to. Oh, Reichsguard. Got you. Yeah. Yo, chaps, how you doing? Oh, you're dead. It's just every time. Every single goddamn time. It's like, you could swing a sword at a dude, but no one's gonna, like, just shake off a pickaxe to the chin. God damn. This is hilarious. Yeah, shouts out to the Reichsguard. Shouts out to the Space Wolves. Shouts out to the Catachan Jungle Fighters. Oh, many moons ago, where the only Imperial Guard thing you could have other than Lehman Russ tanks were the Catachan Jungle Fighters. People would have entire armies of just hundreds of those dudes. They were just cannon fodder. One of the only times I played Warhammer, because I'm a painter as opposed to a player. Like, I do enjoy playing, but it takes hours to do, so, well, I mean, if you suck as much penis as I do at playing it. But yeah, I was in, like, well, I say our local, there's, like, way more than one now, but back then, in good old Kingston Town, when I used to live in the, well, I still live in the borough of Kingston. It's one of the largest fucking areas in the UK. But yeah, my mate was like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick this side of the table because there's loads of dudes," and I was like, "Okay." And then on the other side, I had like 5, like, I don't know, like Chaos Space Marines that I swear down had the power of Terminators. They were just insane. So as you can imagine, each shot, like, I just got lucky on the dice and one banged all of his army in a few turns. Because it was just 5 at a time, 5 shots, 5 deaths, clean kills. No. No bang bang. No bang bang for you. No. We don't allow shooting. Conk. Dead. Okay, but I really think the circle prompts would probably do me a lot more good if they actually worked. But, no kneecaps. No jaw. No back. What's that? You want to swing? Oh, nice swing. Nice swing. Oh, okay, I see. We're playing this game. Oh, he's got a two-piece combo, does he? Get out of here, motherfucker. Oh. I just feel like after how brutal the previous games were, I fail to understand why he doesn't just swing the pickaxe into the back of their cranium and just give them like a subdural hematoma, absolutely demolish their brain pan all over the pavement. I'm trying to think about like... Because forever ago, the Space Marines, there was a lot of different cadres that were like really underappreciated. Whereas I feel like nowadays, like everyone's had their day in the sun. Oh, escape the area. Oh, that's all I had to do. Okay. Probably shouldn't have killed those guys. I can't even... Oh, the salamanders. Actually, yeah, to be honest, you don't really hear about the salamanders much. Nobody really ever talks about them. I don't think, anyway. And I can't remember the name of the ones that are, like, really big on their little motorbikes, but everybody knows that those motorbikes were just a rip-off of the Judge Dredd motorcycles. That was, like, them just heavily trying to borrow on 2000 AD back in the day. Seriously, there's more of this Flamel. Yeah, I mean, the salamanders are boring. I'm not saying I want to see more salamander stuff. I was just trying to think, like, which cadre gets, like, no support. White Scars. Yeah, White Scars. Other ones. Reminds me of that card games on motorcycles.
This card here, the key.
Speaking of
and
card
here,
games.
The sun. Against these other cards, it is quite clear that
many moons ago. I love the Dark Angels, the Emperor's Children, yes. I believe the Emperor's Children's colour scheme is purple? Or am I tripping? But yeah, Dark Angels are my favourite when I was a kid, and I do have a soft spot for them still to this day. Again, biased because they're dark green.
Flamel's laboratory is beyond my powers. Only you can solve the enigma. My intuition tells me you will do well.
Yeah, purple with gold trim. Yeah, called it. AKA the Lakers. They look like the Los Angeles Lakers. Yeah, it's a good. They're good. Yellow and purple are exceedingly good contrasting colours, so they always make a good colour scheme. Although I don't like their colour scheme in today's lore. Oh, has it changed? Alright chaps, I'd love to have a chat and crush all your heads with my pickaxe, but I've got places to be. Oh shit, yeah, I was probably supposed to take meds, yeah, like an hour and a quarter ago. Oops. Oh dear, what a pity, never mind. Guess it's time to get all pilled up. Inevitably pass out due to the sedative effects. Love it. Love my life. Sort of, it's pink, purple, yellow and black, and of course they're all Chaos Worshippers. Ah, I see. Heresy it is then. I love how they're always like, I'm not a Chaos Worshipper, I'm just trying to research our enemies. And then they're like, what's all that, you know, stuff growing out of your arm? And they're like, nothing! I definitely did sacrifice someone to Slanesh. Find the underground lab indeed. Now... if this is anything to go by, I already went there, like, accidentally. So... I just gotta remember where I went. Phrygian Cap. We're going to the Stygian penal colonies of Hades. Would you like to come? It's the deepest depths of hell itself. Wait, that shouldn't look like that, should it? Yeah, I guess so. Okay, I came down here before, I just didn't bring a map. I remember that tunnel. I don't remember this, though. Would going down be a better... probably. Apparently the Emperor's children were supposed to be the most loyal legion, but Fulgrim had to keep the goddamn sword he found in the Chaos Demon Crypt. Fulgrim indeed. With a name like Fulgrim, though, you know, you got a name like Fulgrim, you kinda get destined to do some shady shit. Now, if I remember correctly, I jumped down from somewhere like this before. Son of a bitch. I literally found this. I even exited through like a doorway that had the little symbol on it and everything. Can you... thank you. Okay, right. If I leave through this doorway and there's like the little chalk thing on the wall. No. Then I might be in the wrong place. Wow, I say the wrong place. The completely wrong side of these tunnels. Okay, I already came this way. I said I like to look at this way, so I'm going this way. Because I accidentally-ed my way to it really early on. No, that's just a door. The French and their dirty goddamn sewers. I'm definitely running in circles right now, aren't I? I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I just ran in a giant circle. Fantastic. Ah. Okay, no, this is literally where I came in. Right. Okay. No. I ain't playing this game. I'm going back to the place that I found that was like directly next to it. There was like a random staircase. Well, I mean, it's one of those things that when it comes to 40k, people are always gonna love something. Oh, that wasn't the entrance.
I've got a great game where I rip your bloody head off.
Suck out, mate. Have at you, you loathsome cur. Yeah, there's always something for everyone. Yeah, like, I started collecting Warhammer when I was about 7. And one of the first things I did was get the, like, the giant rulebook thing with, like, the base lore for everything. And I would take that shit to school and read it in reading time. Like, I remember when I was, like, 9, I was still reading that thing because it was so big. Fucking huge. Oh, maybe I was trying to get into Notre Dame and I accidentally found the staircase. Yes, is there a thing where... Yes, there's a thing on the wall. Oh, whoa! I didn't do that, that was amazing. Whoa, he's still doing it. Oh my god, yes, this is the best. Well, no, I want to do it at least one more time. I held circle and he teleported clean over the hole. Yes! Look at that hop of prowess. This is the shadow technique they don't want you to know about. But yeah, Garrick, I'm not going to get you, like, you know, expose your age on the stream. You're not like a weirdo like me that's had a YouTube channel for like 13 odd years. So, don't worry about it.
Dancing away! Why? I only...
Suck out, bro. Come on. What are you two gonna do? What are you gonna do? Look at your little fucking outfits. Good night. Bink. Bonk. Bap. Boop. Bap. Bada bing. Bow. Oh. Yeah, yeah, the lore is diverse and fun. It's cool to get into like different stuff and find out what's haps, and that's definitely the way I came. When I did a games jam under Microsoft and through the people I was doing my video games design degree with, my teammates, one of them, his name is Connor McGill. He unfortunately, like, his wife was gonna have their daughter, and on top of that, he got accepted to do concept art and stuff for Games Workshop. And there we go, there's my trophy for using a heavy weapon. He got accepted to do art for Games Workshop, and still to this day, he does front covers for the books and stuff like that. So yeah, Connor McGill Art on Instagram. Unfortunately, I didn't get to work with him, but yeah, like we were conversing in email before the Games Jam, and then yeah, I've kept up with him ever since. He does a lot of Space Marine art. He's a really good artist. So shouts out to Connor McGill. That Games Jam was atrocious. It was for Microsoft Windows 8 mobile platform games, and it was before Windows 8 had been fully finished and launched, and it did not work, and it was dog shit, and the sound didn't work, and there was all sorts of issues. Well, to be honest, as someone that does do art and desperately needs to put Clip Studio Paint on my new tablet and get drawing in 3D, art is a very interesting thing. There are two types of art, you know. There's raw talent and then there's skill. It's the same with instruments. I play a lot of instruments. Anyone can get good at anything if they put enough time in, and that is skill. But if you're good at something from the get-go, that is talent. And if you want to get good at something, just sink a bit of time in it. It's the same as like getting buff. If you're fat or like losing weight or whatever, there's all those stupid like Instagram posts that people think are, you know, absolute codswallop, but they have a point. You can't go from 0 to 100 instantly. You know, you can't today go, I wish I was an artist, and tomorrow be an artist. But if you make 1% progress, or even 0.1% progress every day, that's like, after 365 days, that's some goddamn progress. You know, I might be 30 and I might have done a lot of interesting shit in my life, and I've sunk a lot of time into a lot of skills. And when I demonstrate those skills in front of people, they're always like, oh, whoa, you're so good at this, you're so good at that. And I'm like, no, I'm not, I'm terrible. Like, if I'd sunk time into it, I'd be amazing. You know, I started playing guitar when I was like 8. I do voice acting, I do art, I've done martial arts, I've done all sorts of random stuff, rock climbing, indoor skydive training, military training, weapons training, all sorts of stuff. But I'm not like a fucking world-renowned anything. I'm just a crazy dude from Surrey. So, by all means, if you want to get good at something and you really want to, and you're passionate about it, just sink the time in, because even if you suck, everybody sucks at something at first. I've sucked at a lot of things in my life. I haven't sucked on a lot of things in my life other than clits and titties, but yeah, if you put the time in, you'll get there eventually. And what you do at first will seem trash. We've all been there. Learning languages. Like, we're playing a game in France right now. I used to be completely fluent in French. I can't stand the country. I've been there a shed load of times, and it's boring and depressing as fuck, and it's 10 times worse than London. But I used to be able to speak French completely competently. Then, by the time I was in my mid-teens, I was like, why on God's green earth am I speaking French? Like, I have no purpose for this. I never want to go back. When I was really young, I used to be fluent in Greek. Now, I've been trying to get a solid grip on Japanese for like 18 years, and I'm terrible at it. But I've lived out there, I've got a passable accent, and I know like 1,000 words or more. Can I string a sentence together? No, because their syntax is completely backwards to me, and I studied English, both literature and language. So, you know, I suck, right? But that isn't going to stop me from continuing to learn Japanese and doing like a few words a day and learning like verbs and pronunciation and different stuff. Because if I gave up, then I wouldn't be making any headway. Now, yeah, I really should be drawing and stuff at the moment. I sunk like $250,000 into this tablet, so I really should get drawing. What do I want to draw? No idea. Haven't felt creative in a couple months. Last thing I drew was some pictures on my Instagram of Ed Alric from Ed Alric from Full Metal Alchemist. They're on my Instagram. Feel free to go and call them shit. Obviously the Instagram's Litabix. Everything's Litabix. Litabix on everything. Gotta be elite before breakfast. That's the whole point. But yeah, if I didn't spend hundreds of hours as a kid doing random shit like painting models, building Gunpla, drawing crap, I wouldn't be good at anything. I wouldn't have the like technical mindset that I have. Why do I think about things that way? When I was a kid, we had an agreement with a charity shop, a local charity shop, that had like a section where they fixed people's like VCRs and cassette players and stuff like that. And if they couldn't fix something, they would leave it out back for my family to pick up, so I could fuck around with it. And I would just take like electronics apart and just learn about how their components worked and stuff. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I definitely fixed like at least one cassette player once, and then we would just go throw that shit in the tip because like I enjoyed it. It was interesting. It was like something to do, like other than play with fucking Lego and stuff. And yeah, I wouldn't have such a strange purview and need to like break things down and learn about pragmatism and logic and reasoning and stuff if I didn't fuck around taking apart cassette players as a kid, you know? I wouldn't have an eye for model making and painting if I didn't fuck... Like, I was the only person I knew that played with Warhammer.
I live to serve.
And that's another thing as well. Just because your other friends think something's lame or whatever, doesn't mean they're right. Fuck them. Like, if you like something, you like something. Do it. Enjoy it. Doesn't matter if it's like naysayers. Like, people are always going to be detractors to whatever you enjoy, or if you start succeeding in something. People get jealous so fucking easy, and they hate seeing other people succeed. Like, people get far more out of cynicism and being mean for no reason than they do out of, like, supporting their friends and stuff. God damn. Like, if I was like all the people that I grew up with, I would still go to the pub and dick around and talk about football and stuff. And if you like football, that's cool. Enjoy football, whatever. But if that's your personality, then you have a fucking shit personality. The same way if, like, your sexual proclivity is the only thing you talk about, you have no personality. Like, grow up. Like, and I'm not out here being anyone's, like, agony uncle. I mean, yeah, I do that for a lot of people, to be honest. I do help people with a lot, because one of the other things I got into in my teens was social psychology and relationship-based psychology. But yeah, by all means, like, the human condition is a horrible thing. And in the time that we live in now with, like, Corona and, like, goddamn social media and all that stuff, you know, people like me are very wary of giving a toss about what anyone else thinks, because if I did, I would be far more crazy than I am, and like crazy in a depressive, suicidal way. Because yeah, if I listened to the like, I know I'm a good artist, right? And I got a U in A levels because my teachers, right? Get this, like this was before the popularity of the Marvel films really blew up. My teachers said that my art was too comic style, like it was too comic-y, because I have like a part realistic, part graphic novel art style, right? They said it was too comic-y and no one will ever be into that. And now Disney and Marvel and that whole thing is like the biggest industry in films there is, right? And what I wanted to do was sequential illustration, which is like storyboarding and comic. And they fucking gave me U's because they were like horrendously biased and broke rules by actually talking to the invigilator. So
Next time, do that before
I know about photography and I know about art, and yet somehow I got a U at both of them in A2. And yet, you know, I got C's and shit in art, history, sociology, and both Englishes. Sorry, not art. History, sociology, and English Lit and Lang. So it doesn't mean that I'm some kind of weirdo that can't do creative stuff. It means that I got jilted, and I'm fine with that, because shit happens to people. But my teachers couldn't be any more wrong. Trying to be like, oh, you should only draw like hyperrealism and still life. Rather than being like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with comic art. Now I bet you, there's like hundreds of kids all over the United Kingdom now that only draw anime and comic art, and everyone's like, oh yeah, you're gonna go so far because I've seen that on Netflix because I'm a pleb. And I'm only into normie shit. Like, so yeah, like whatever you're into, no matter how fucking obscure it is, like do you, be you. Don't let anyone stop you as well, because like fuck that shit, man. There are so many people out here that are like making a living off of like Instagram or Twitch or whatever by some like crazy obscure thing that you have no idea people are into. So yeah, like do it. Do you, be you. And that is something that you'll hear me say all the fucking time in these streams. Like, be yourself and don't be afraid. And never apologize for being yourself as well. Sure, people find it hard not to apologize all the time. Like, sometimes it's kind of their personality trait, I guess. But, yeah, by all means, never apologize for being yourself. Because if people don't appreciate you for who you are, that's their problem. Like, and I don't care if you're, like, neurodivergent or disabled or something, or, you know, like if you're on the spectrum or whatever, then fucking power to you, because you're probably getting through life and getting shit done and putting more effort into stuff than any fucking normal person who's going to tell you like, oh, I don't have any mental problems, oh, I'm totally fine, oh, I'm not disabled. Fuck that. If you got ADHD, ADD, OCD, fucking anything, and you're alive and kicking, then you're a lot braver and stronger than I am as an individual who just fucking does art and makes music and plays video games and shit. Like, I couldn't imagine what it would be to be like have an affliction or any form of like physical disability. Like, I'm lucky. I was dead when I was born and spent 2 months in an incubator and was given like a bunch of like growth hormones and health supplements and stuff to like keep me alive. So like now I'm 6'4" and I like can't put on weight for the life of me. So in a weird way I'm like a fucking like a space marine. But yeah, like seriously, like I don't give a shit if you want to draw furry art for the rest of your life. Do you have any idea how many people make bank drawing furry porn? Like hundreds of eyes make bank drawing that shit. So if you want to draw like space marines crushing heads, do it. If you want to draw cats, I don't fucking care, do it. If you want to make music that sounds awful, but it's what you enjoy, sick. Because I hear trash music all the time, like Kanye's new album and stuff, and everybody's like, bro, it's amazing, it's conceptual, and it's like, no. It's still 808s and a really bad drum loop. So, yeah, by all means, whatever it is you want to do it, kill it, crush it, be yourself. Because yeah, that's like my fucking mantra these days. The moment I stopped giving a toss about what other people thought about me, everyone was like, we're totally opposite. I'm 5'5" and I can't lose weight for the life of you. Hey, 5'5's like pretty much average nowadays. And plus also, like, I may be 6'4", but like the vast majority of the girls I've been with have been like 5'1" to 5'3". So if you're 5'5", like, don't let any of that like you gotta be 6 foot shit detract from you. And for losing weight, the only advice I have is intermittent fasting. Everybody thinks it's like a fad, but no, by all means, if you shorten your eating window to like 6 hours a day, and before you eat anything, try and like walk or work out or do something, even a little bit a day, you'll actually lose weight like a motherfucker. Because so many people like do a little bit of working out, drink far too much water, retain water weight, and then they're like, oh, I'm not losing any weight, and they give up. But no, like, sure, people are like, oh, you shouldn't starve yourself, but I've done intermittent fasting. I've also starved. Like, I've also been exceedingly poor in the past, so I know what it's like to do both sides of the thing. But after I came out of hospital this year, I was eating like 3 or 4 meals a day and having like 3 energy drinks a day, and I still didn't put any goddamn weight on. So yeah, I'm kind of biased. But the other interesting thing about intermittent fasting is once you get to the point where your metabolism shifts and you start to process food a lot like better than you were before, because your body wants it, as opposed to your eating because it's like, oh, it's lunchtime. You can put away like a large Domino's pizza in like 10-15 minutes and just like not put on any weight. It's fantastic. But yeah, the primary reason why I wound up adjusting to, yeah, faction fight, I get it, this has been happening the whole time. The primary reason why I've adjusted, seriously, 5'5" is not so short. It really isn't. Like, I'm a freak. Like, I'm way taller than everyone in my family, and I'm pretty sure it was the steroids and growth hormones as a child.
We've not seen Seaver for a year.
Oh, I was supposed to get cover kills, wasn't I? Oh well. Who gives a toss?
The time is not
Dude,
right.
most of the coolest people I know are like 5'5".
And if we lose him again,
Like, I slouch like a motherfucker because I don't want to seem overbearing around people. So I actually like do myself damage by slouching because I would rather be closer. Also, another thing that's really crazy is when you're tall, when you're alone, it doesn't matter. Like, when you're alone and you look in the mirror, you don't think about how tall you are. You just see like a person. You don't like perceive yourself that way. Well, maybe that's just me. So a lot of the time, I forget how tall I am until like I'm out in public and everyone else around me is shorter than me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm tall. So yeah, 5'5". But then again, seeing as you're saying you're young, I mean, as long as you're under 24, you still have time to grow. Like, I was still growing by the time I was 24. Don't get me wrong, it was like millimeters a year, but I was still growing.
So what happens next?
Plus, I mean, it's 2021. Like, in a couple years, you could probably get like cybernetic legs or some shit. You could be as tall as you want. You could wear like power armor.
Sees himself as a great peacemaker.
Going out of fashion since '89.
He thinks he can end the war between assassins and Templars, bring the revolution to a happy conclusion.
The one thing that proves this game isn't that great is that you can't pirouette.
And that's bad?
It's a self-aggrandizing pipe dream. Templars are at their weakest since Jacques de Molay burned. We're running around after second-rate smugglers. All because Mirabel wants to secure his legacy.
I'm sure Mirabel's within earshot, mate.
The truce was possible.
And look where it got him.
Okay, you done?
Customs agents of France can rest
Whilst this
easy.
goes on, I'm gonna have a piss.
Arpinot's dead.
I'm sure it's not that important.
Shaking down imprisoned nobles seems a bit out of his oeuvre. What are the Templars up to?
If we hadn't spent the last year hobbled by your damn truce, we might know that.
He has a point, Honoré. The truce was with Grand Master de la Serre.
The man's been dead for 2 years. Whoever's in charge now, you can be certain they aren't sitting idle.
We might have learned more had we not allowed Seaver to escape.
Seaver was there?
I know your heart is set on keeping the peace, but bringing Monsieur de la Serre's killer to justice would count for something, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. But do not confuse your personal vendetta with a sound strategy.
If he wants to kill Templars, let him kill Templars. Lifetime while I
This
can.
looks good. For some reason, the candles in the foreground look like dog shit.
Very well.
Right, what did I miss? Probably nothing.
Assassin.
But yeah, the whole like put a little bit of effort into anything repetitively, like over time, really is an important life lesson. Oh goddamn, my throat. After I came back from Japan, I was like severely depressed. I hated coming back to this shithole village in the middle of nowhere. And I was super depressed, and I barely left my house for like an entire year. I was just like playing games and watching my mate stream. And after a while, I said to myself, like, shit, I may not have anything to do, but if I don't start going out, I'm gonna go insane. I'm probably gonna kill myself, or I'm gonna get like muscle atrophy or something. So I just started walking, like every day. I just started walking, and then like after about a month, maybe 2, I was already at the point where I was walking just like 5 kilometers, no sweat, like every day. And then like this was like 2 and a bit years ago. Yeah, 2.5 years ago. Well, actually, no, we're in September, so 2 years and 10 months ago. So then when lockdown came around, shortly before lockdown, I managed to get myself a job at Lidl, and then they had to like prolong some stuff because of lockdown and all the stuff everyone was dealing with. And when I started work there, I went from sometimes doing morning shifts, sometimes doing late shifts. And late shifts were like 1 or 2 until 10, and early shifts were as early as 5. And for every single one of those times, apart from occasionally when my dad was randomly off and felt like giving me a lift, I would walk 4 kilometers into work, which is 40 minutes. And then I would do like an 11-hour shift, and then I would walk 4 kilometers home. So now I can walk about 1 kilometer in 10 minutes without even breaking a sweat. And it was really just a case of just walking for the sake of walking. But I guess it was like, I can't remember when it was, but it was when I was with my ex. I was like, fuck it, I'm already walking and my legs are great, but I might as well start working on my arms. So I used 10 kilogram free weights, and it was just like, at first, you know, like you do a bunch of curls and you're like, holy shit, my arms are killing me. But then by a few weeks later, you know, I was doing like multiple sets of multiple reps and all that, and next thing you know, I've got like definition and muscle striation like in my biceps and triceps and so on, shoulders, things like that.
Hello, my friend.
So it really is a case of like, you can only do as much as you can handle at first, but if you just repeatedly do that thing, it becomes second nature. I really need to work on my core, but yeah, it's like rock climbers. I used to do rock climbing, indoor rock climbing, of course. Rock climbing is about grip strength and leg strength. You grip on the holds and you push yourself up with your legs, but you're not supposed to pull yourselves up with your arms. A considerable amount of people that are really good at rock climbing can't even do like 10 pull-ups like in quick succession without being like, oh fuck, because yeah, most people weigh quite a bit. Now don't get me wrong, back when I used to do climbing, I was about 90 keys, and I used to be able to do like chin-ups on my fingertips, but yeah, nowadays, fuck, who knows, probably can't. I suck at press-ups now as well. I'm getting old, my elbows click, but I still do them. Yeah, it's I know that there's some what do you call it, cheesy phrase like success equals effort plus something over time or whatever, but yeah, it's true. Oh god, it's midnight. I really should stop. Yeah, plus that's enough rambling for tonight. Yeah, Garrick, nice hanging out with you. Thanks for being involved in the stream. I hope any of my crazy bollocks was worth some of your time. Yeah, I'm gonna check out that Behemoth. I'm gonna check out Behemoth by Eliphas and go to sleep. But yeah, really appreciate you being around. I'll have to try and come up with another interesting thing for you know, the future stream. I'll you know, something like For the Emperor. But yeah, again, thanks for joining in. For anyone that watches this in the future, which I highly doubt, I hope you also enjoyed my weird pickaxe murdering ways. And yeah, much love, safe, and peace.